unlike years past, I guess guys got it into overtime tonight and salvaged a point out of that. I don't think last year we get a point out of that game, so that's all right to see. Oh, a little bit of a clusterfuck on the game-winning goal. Nurse is kind of caught in no man's land, trying to take the first guy coming, and so was Nuge, and so we left the guy open on the far side. Gets a shot away. I think that's a shot that on most games Miko probably has, but can't come up with the save tonight. And 3-2 loss in overtime. But pretty mundane, dry game. Found a way to kind of tie that up. I thought for sure if we tied it, we'd win it, but there's no guarantees in sports, so we found that out. Pretty happy so far with the results we've been getting, though. Kind of right in the mix there. In the Western Conference, just got to keep on chipping away. Not that let that good start totally subside and keep going. I was at the gym tonight, so I was kind of watching most of the game, kind of on my phone, but yeah, I think Miko would love to have that first goal back, and I don't think it was his best game, really. Yeah, no, I don't think we get a point out of that game last year, last couple of years, really. So it's good. And how good was that game against Pittsburgh? It's almost like you get on this sort of emotional high to play the Penguins, and all the U.S. media kind of hypes that game up to Crosby McDavid, and the unsung hero, the guy that can walk on water and nobody will notice, wins the game. Pretty, I don't know what Leon has to do. I mean, he was a force in October, and then the NHL gives him the third star of the month. Are you kidding me? But that's okay. Lots of... sorry, I'm eating saltwater taffy here, and I got a bunch stuck in my finger. There's guys, like... even Tom Brady, he's amazing year in and year out, and they still don't give the guy any respect. It's kind of like Rodney Dangerfield, and I think Leon Draisaitl is the fucking Rodney Dangerfield of the NHL. I mean, even tonight, it kind of went unnoticed because the points and the goals weren't there, but the way he can kind of almost post up like, an NBA player like Shaq or something, where he kind of has his one arm out and uses his other arm to fend guys off and stick handle back and forth with one hand to shield people from the puck is pretty amazing to watch. It's funny too, I saw a little bit of the one power play sequence where I think it was McDavid, Draisaitl, and I think Sam Gagner for a little bit with Bear and Nurse on the ice tonight. I thought that was actually a decent alignment. They had some chances. I'd like to see, you know, Bear get a little bit of an opportunity there on the power play. I think he's definitely, you know, earned his spot in the lineup. But the guy has a pretty good shot. I mean, probably the most powerful shot of anybody we have right now on the blue line. So why not give it a try? Also, too, I mean, you know, minus James Neal, it's a pretty left-handed loaded power play. So mix in a couple of righties there and get some one-timers going. It's also going to be interesting, you know, not too far away, where Adam Larson, you know, is ready to go again. So what happens there? You know, does a trade happen right away, or does you know, who sits? For me, that kind of changes day to day, but I don't know. I haven't minded Matt Benning's play this year, honestly. For that matter, actually, Brandon Manning hasn't been terrible either when he's been called upon. He doesn't try to do too much. Just plays a pretty safe game, but plays aggressive. Shoots the puck when he has an opportunity, and I don't know. He's not horrible. Yeah, an $8 million third pair is... crazy. Yeah, no, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't split up Nurse and Bear. I think they're a really good pair. They work well together. If you get Larson from the World Championships last summer, you've got a pretty good defenseman back, but I don't know what you're going to get when he comes back, so hard to say. I don't think I'll stay on too long tonight. I don't have a lot of things to say, really, but just wanted to make an appearance and shoot the shit a little bit. And I got some beer, but they're not cold, so so I was drinking milk. Does a body good. And you guys are all eating Halloween candy. I've got saltwater taffy. That was a pretty good tweet yesterday from Glenn Ma there. Lucic was suspended 2 games and the Calgary Flames appealed for 5. I laughed. That was not bad. Oh, man. Cassian thinks he scores, and then they change the goal to Haas there, and It's funny listening to his post game. I knew I touched it, but I wasn't sure if Cass touched after me. It's good to see some other people getting on the board though, instead of the same cast characters all the time. Funny the other night, I apparently missed a fucking shitstorm on the old Twitter machine. And I can't be friends with you because you're not friends with my friends, and all this kind of stuff. And I don't know. I just shake my head at that kind of stuff. People are gonna do things that they probably would like to take back, and you know, I don't know. Some people can be a bit of a jerk at times, but redeem themselves at other times, and I really don't take too much that a lot of people say online as, you know, defining who they are totally as a human being and all that. And I don't know. Don't get too emotionally destroyed over something somebody says on Twitter. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's an escape from you know, the real pressures of life and that, and you know, I don't know. I use it sort of as an escape, and usually a place to laugh and talk sports and try not to make it too depressing by getting into politics, which seems to depress everybody or get everybody mad and angry and want to hate each other. And nah, not worth it. So yeah, you see, got the Yakupov sliding on his knees on my left shoulder. Little more artwork in Cell Block 99 here now. Oh. Yeah. Funny, you know. Some people want to carve Nurse for the overtime goal. And I don't know. He was definitely caught in no man's land, but you know, he's played defense pretty much his whole life, so his defensive instincts on a 2-on-1, and he's the last, you know, he's the furthest guy back is to take the guy with the puck. So he was going over to do that and leaving the other guy, trying to help sort of Nuge. You know, in the 3-on-3s, they generally play like a man-to-man defense. But, you know, he's got 20 some odd years, or, you know, 18 at least, of defensive I guess memory, you know, robotic. Okay, I'm supposed to take this guy because he's got the puck and he's first guy down the ice, and you know, so that's his instincts, and you know, trying to override that to switch to a man-to-man. Some people look at it as it should be easy, but that's all he knows. It's what you're taught when you're little, is you gotta, you know, you take the first guy with the puck. So I don't know. I don't get too bent over it. It's a mistake, but you know, you got 60 minutes of regulation to win a hockey game too. It shouldn't always come down to one play in overtime. So I don't know. I look at that as a bit of a miscue between him and Nuge and their sort of assignments. And if you go further than that, I didn't like the goal itself. I thought that was not really a great goal. Not a Jesse Puljärvi Finland goal. Little step up from that, but not really a Brett Hull slap shot or Mark Messier wrist shot either. Maybe I'm too hard on Mikko, but I just didn't think he had a great game tonight. And that happens. He's been good, pretty good this year, so. On to the next game. Anyway, I don't have a lot really in the old noodles, so I think I'm gonna shut her down there. Just leave you how I usually do, by saying keep your sticks on the ice and keep reaching for the stars. And we'll see you again. Have a good night. Peace.